Hello guys and welcome back to the Heroes Hype Amateur Series. In true fashion, as everyone else so far, I now have had the technical issue bug, so every single caster has had it. Yay!
Yay! And it's just one of those days. It happens.
It
What can you do
does.
about it?
You restart your router.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we're at the mercy of technology, so it's a bummer. But without further ado, let's get into game number 2 against Goon Squad and Lzuruha Gaming for the finals on Heroes Hype Amateur Series number 10, week number 10. It's been 10 long weeks. So, to get into the ban situation, we are going to be playing on Cursed Hollow yet again. So, that's nice. We're going to be seeing so far with the bans, we see Lost Vikings on the side of Goon Squad, and Lzuruha Gaming is going to ban Zagara.
Weren't these the two bans from last game?
Yes, it was, and I'm not mistaken yet. As you will see, I believe. No, okay, no. So, wait, Goon Squad didn't pick Diablo last game.
No.
No, that was Lzuruha did.
They're respecting, though. They're respecting
Yeah.
that Lzuruha is fine with taking two tanks, and that they're picking up Diablo very first thing. So we've seen a lot of that this week. I really enjoy it. You know, not being afraid to take both good supports and leave your opponents hanging a bit. And same with tanks.
Yeah, yeah. So this leaves the opportunity for Lzuruha Gaming to get some damage from these picks. We have Sylvanas up, we have Illidan up, we have Jaina up. So a lot of damage dealers out there that they can end up picking depending on who they want to choose. So it is going into their time pool at the moment. We're still about 60 seconds left from picks going to random, but as you can see, Lzuruha is going to end up picking up Jaina for that first pick.
And we saw it last time, we saw it this time. Jaina, of course, is such a good pick and very early picked on most of the time in every game. And so they're going to pick up Jaina here. Would not be surprised to see a Sylvanas again, or maybe a Vala this time. And oh no, they're going to go ETC, so they don't want what happened to them to happen, or what happened to their opponents to happen to them. They're going to go ahead and grab ETC just to be safe.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. It's nice to see that they're not doing the usual 2 damage, 2 support, then tank and stuff. So they're switching up. They want to make sure that Lzuruha Gaming does not go with that full-on tank. And same for Goon Squad if they choose to kind of copy what they did from last game. So, especially on this map with ETC, it's looking like it's going to be a very overall good pick so far. And just to clarify, I mistakenly mixed that up because it's so late at night. The last map was Sky Temple,
Yeah.
not Cursed Hollow. So I
I thought
apologize.
maybe you meant Curse Hollow like from last series, or the fact that it's been pretty much in every series, but I wasn't gonna fault you too much, just in case that's what you meant. We're
Yeah,
gonna make it,
I'm.
Messiah. We're gonna do this.
We got this. We got this. Okay, we're in this to the end. No sort of technical thing can stop us now. Of course, somebody DDoSes us, but I hope they don't.
Please don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't please don't do it.
All right. Well, Goon Squad has picked Tyrande, very standard to see, especially with the Diablo. I wouldn't be surprised to see a damage dealer here. A Vala would be great. Somebody who can really capitalize on the Hunter's Mark, and there it is. Still got it.
Yeah, they picked the Vala, so it's 2 girls with them on the side of Goon Squad at the moment, and then we have that Lord of Terror Diablo as the main tank. I was interested to see maybe that Goon Squad would have actually picked up Uther. Again, that's a very nice comp overall to have, just with the stun locks and the overpower. But as we can see that they do not go with that route. So Lzuruha Gaming has the next 2 picks available, and they're going to go with the Illidan. Now, we haven't seen Illidan all night since I've been casting, I don't think we have anyways.
I think we had him the very first game. But other than that, yeah, he's either been banned or just not really chosen. But Illidan Rhaegar, good to pick together as well. You really get to ensure the healer that you want with Illidan, which is usually that Rhaegar. And so now, because that was so late in the pick too, it kind of leaves Goon Squad probably thinking, oh, what do we do here? What's going to work versus him?
Yeah, that's one thing they need to watch out for because if Illidan gets in that back line with Tyrande and Vala, it's just going to be a mess of cleanup. So, Goon Squad goes with the offensive. They're going to go with Sylvanas and Uther. So, they're going to have a 2 support pick here on Cursed Hollow. Now, what I can see possibly going on is the fact that we're going to have maybe a wailing arrow into the face of Illidan just to kind of knock him out for a few seconds where he can't actually cast anything or get out of the way, so to speak. So, very good picks from Goon Squad coming into this match, but Lzuruha Gaming still has one last pick available, so the game isn't set for drafts. So, just waiting on to see who they end up picking here.
Yep. Look, I would guess maybe if they're not going to do like a Tassadar, then we would see another damage dealer here. They've got many options, including Tychus. We don't really see Nazebo much anymore. What's up with that? Where'd you go?
You know, it's just it's a common thing that happens in heroes. Some heroes rise to greatness for weeks upon months, and then one patch really puts them down below other heroes where they're not getting picked so much. I mean, it happens. I mean, Jaina is the perfect example. Jaina started off in this game as a 0, and technically now she's a hero. So you know, it's just how it works in these sort of games, these brawlers, these MOBAs. That in a matter of a patch, things can really change for that hero.
You know who I'd love to see here?
Who would that be?
Sonya.
Sonya.
Nope.
Not gonna
gonna
get
be it.
Not.
But it
They
will
couldn't.
be
They didn't do you. They didn't do it for you.
They
you know?
didn't. That's all right. Someday she'll be there. I watched a spectacular game that I just found in Hotslogs the other day. That was literally just titled Sonya and 11 minutes long, and it was amazing.
Sonya at 11 minutes.
And
I had a.
They won with the Sonya too, by the way.
I have those close games where I end up finishing the game off and doing like doing leap and just leaping myself in the air, and the game would end. So you're kind of just suspended in the air. Those cool little finishes. And then it's just like, yeah, it's game over. So, yep, if you're just joining in, it's going to be Goon Squad versus Lzuruha Gaming. Right now, Lzuruha Gaming is up 1 win. This is a best of 3 final, so if Lzuruha does win this match, they are game set, and they are taking the prize home of that fame for the week for winning first place on Cursed Hollow. So as soon as the lobby is set up here, as you can hear in the background, most likely, the game has started, and we are now loading up.
It is time. We're loading into the Cursed Hollow. This could be the last game of the evening if Lzuruha Gaming takes the win. But if Goon Squad can pick up the win here with their Vala, Sylvanas, there was somebody else in there, Tyrande, Explosion, then they will be going to the game number 3. And my descriptive words are getting a little bit fuzzy.
No, it's okay. It's all right. It's that time of the night, so words are slurring and stuff like that, but it's fine. We got these next 2 games. Hopefully we can get to a best of 3, and Spurbeck's asking for a pause. So now they're having
issues with... Okay. Guess they needed to take the bio break now. No. I'm just gonna switch back to the cameras.
I think Evan is back now. So there we go. Okay,
all
we're
right.
back in it.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Can you clear chat within this?
No.
Perfect.
No, I just tried it. All right, it should be. I think it's gone now. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll be fine.
Alright. On the blue side, we've got the Goon Squad with Hosty playing Sylvanas. Get Up on Uther once again. Teebs playing the Mercablo Diablo. Dayan on Tyrande. And Goat, as always, playing Vala.
All right, on the side of Lzuruha Gaming on the red team, we have Pirate Rum on that Illidan, Spurbeck on the ETC with the Money Pig. We also have down bottom lane Evan on the Nova yet again, Jay Kerps on that Jaina, the Frost Jaina, and Maid playing with the Rhaegar this matchup.
So for now, we're seeing a 1-1-3 laning from Lzuruha, very standard, and it looks like to answer that, we'll see the same from the Goon Squad as they're coming in. We're maybe going to get a pick there, but didn't quite do so. And just going to go for pushing the lane here. They really want to push us with Sylvanas, and she is up versus the Illidan, but they're mainly trying to stop the push here from Lzuruha before it gets out of control.
Yeah, the top lane, we're definitely going to see Pirate Realm taking advantage of Hosty. Not going to be able to, and you see Snipe coming out, and that's going to end up being a kill. First kill of the game at 1 minute and 20 seconds. And also on the other opposing side, Jaina gets taken down on the bot lane as Maid just could not keep her up in enough time with that 3-man down there. So 1 for 1 in the first minute and 30 seconds. Very good job, blood from both sides.
Yeah, we'll see Nova roaming around for a lot of this laning phase, trying to get kills just like they did on the Sylvanas. But of course, when Nova leaves the lane, they'll have to be careful not to lose somebody as they did here. Now Dayan taking a lot of damage from the Nova. And so far, just staying even in experience, which is really good. We should see both of these teams hit level 4 before we come up to the first tribute phase.
Yeah, that is true. Just basic lane phase at this point. Nothing really too great going on. I mean, this is what happens until the first tribute does spawn, and then the action starts increasing over the next couple of tributes. Top lane, back and forth. Middle lane, we do see Evan coming up to maybe set up something here with Get Up. And down bottom, though, everyone is starting to head up to that tribute. So we're going to see some action going on here in a couple of seconds.
Looks like both teams have chosen to leave one hero down on bottom just to continue to soak. So we'll see that for now, Goon Squad has more heroes around this turn-in, but Spurbeck is here now, and they will be able to take out Nova. That's 10 seconds that they'll be able to try to catch this tribute. Spurbeck is going to come in for now, not quite content to catch it, and on the bottom actually Jaina was able to secure a kill on Vala, so that's time that they're not really going to be soaking. So although Goon Squad was able to pick up the tribute, they're going to miss out on a lot of soak here from the bottom lane.
Yeah, indeed. Now, it was a 1 for 1 kill in that engage, and it was only the first tribute, so it's not too bad for the opposing team right there. It's still early in the game. Tributes like this, they are important nonetheless, but at the same time, they're nothing to really be worried about if they only have one on the opposing team. So we do see Tyrande and Diablo actually end up capturing on the Goon Squad, the Giants up top on their side. And as the next phase of tribute spawn here in the next 10 seconds, we do see Maid and Evan securing this bruiser camp that is going to start pushing that middle lane while this fight is engaging.
Level 7 talents up for Goon Squad. Not quite there yet for Lzuruha, but the tribute does, the spawning location does favor them. A nice clairvoyance from Uther is going to be able to show who is coming in, though, for this tribute. That's really going to help them be able to come in here, but they don't have Vala. It's 5 versus 4 here. They've got to be careful. They're going to take a lot of damage. Teeb's getting very, very low. Get Up trying to keep him alive, saying, "Get Up, don't die. I'll save you, man." And they're going to lose this tribute to Lzuruha.
Yeah, they lose the tribute, but at the same time, Vala is down bottom, actually getting more experience for Goon Squad. Now, it's not big difference at this point because a kill or two can actually even out the experience. But it's always crucial when the tributes come and it's like a 2-1 tribute where you have to stop the enemy team. So if you're projected and you want to try and hit 10 first, that is the way to go though.
Yeah, it's really important that if you are going to go for something like that, then you definitely cannot die. Otherwise, you negate all of the effort that you've put in, and then on top of that, you don't pick up a tribute. And so they did a really good job there of not dying, staying alive as much as, even though it looked for a second like it was going to be very dicey and they might even lose 2 people, but they stay alive, they've got the experience lead, and soon they should have some mercs pushing.
Yeah, Goon Squad ends up taking the Bruiser camp in their side as we see Evan just kind of scoping it out. Goon Squad is up about an even, not an even level, but at least 1 level up and projected to hit 10 ASAP. We see Teebs going in here with that Concurrence. We do see Lunar Flare going out, but the damage on Mate is just not enough to secure the kill. He is going to get away, but taking a lot of damage. And the next phase of Tribute is up. It is now spawned down bottom in favor of Goon Squad.
Yeah, right now with the way the levels are and the location of that spawn, Lzuruha are very content to just let Goon Squad pick that up. They will have 2 tributes, so that will be the last free one for sure. But there are the heroic abilities for Goon Squad. They're picking up Wailing Arrow, Starfall, Strafe, Divine Shield, and still waiting on that Diablo.
And Hosty trying to get away up top there, but Evan with the clutch plays ends up coming up there and helping Spurbeck, and they do secure that kill. Both teams are now level 10.
On the side of Lzuruha Gaming, we've got Metamorphosis, Precision Strike, Water Elemental, Stage Dive, and of course Ancestral Healing, because why not?
And on the side of Goon Squad, just to go over it, we have Wailing Arrow, Lightning Breath, Starfall, Strafe, and that Divine Shield that's really going to be clutch in these long team fights.
Yep, so Diablo did settle on, I didn't even see where Vala was, but that's going to be unfortunate here as they will be down a hero for this tribute fight. They would like to pick this one up, but they may have to disengage here, which wouldn't be too bad, but they are getting Spurbeck low a little bit. He's not really dealing too much damage with that Lightning Breath yet, but they're also not really killing him either. And now Dayan taking a ton of damage, is Divine Shielded for the moment, but so many body blocks to make sure that she's not going to get away. There will go get up as well, and Hosty and Teebs are going to have to take off. Great pickup on getting Vala there at the beginning of the tribute phase so that they would have a 5v4 engagement there.
Yeah, that little pickoff they did before the tribute helped them so much, because if Vala would have been up there, I think it would have turned in the favor of Goon Squad and might possibly either 3 or 4 members of Lzuruha Gaming actually dying there. So with that victory, they are going to end up taking this golem here on the side of Lzuruha, and it's at right now it's at a 2-2 tribute.
The next tribute will definitely decide whose structures we're going to go down pretty quickly, as we've got a curse coming out for either side, and it's going to depend on team fight a little bit. Now, Goon Squad has to deal with this golem that's pushing on top, which means that for the moment, they are going to have a problem, and there's actually even a little bit of an engagement going on in mid. Nobody's died just yet, but they're either going to have to leave that golem, which is what they're going to do, it looks like. Unfortunately for them, this location is pretty bad once again. Teebs going in is going to throw Evan, who is going to get Divine or Ancestral Heal, but he will go down once again thanks to a very good Lightning Breath. Now Teebs has got J-Curves caught in the U. Pirate Rum's jumping back in, get up pretty low. He really wants to take him out, and he's going to jump in on Goat next. Vala, of course, being very squishy, easy to take out, but he, Teebs, and Hosty will finally be able to pick up the Illidan, and now it's just ETC, whereas there's still a Sylvanas and a Diablo up for Goon Squad, and somehow Goon Squad able to turn that around and secure that, even in the midst of Lzuruha picking up 13 in the middle of that.
Overall, very exciting fight. Just watching that the whole time, just the play in front of us. Now, there was some questionable calls about where people's positioning was, but it happens. A lot of stuff's going on in that heat of the moment, so, you know, they can recover from this. It's not a huge loss to them. They just need to defend, clear the lanes, and just protect what they can. So, each member of Goon Squad and Lzuruha are back up. Red team at the moment is cursed, as we can see, as the 5 members of Goon Squad is continuing to push here and dominate this middle lane as they're trying to acquire as much as they can. Up top, minions have taken control and taken out that outer fort. As you can see, middle fort is now taken care of also, while it looks like Jaina might head down to bottom lane just to clear that up so they do not lose another one. Now at this point, we do see Goon Squad heading down to the golem here. Is there going to be an engage on this?
Oh, you bet there will be. Lzuruha is on their way, but a good clairvoyance once again from Uther will at least alert them a little bit. Precision Strike going to miss their teeth, taking a lot of damage, but a great Divine Shield is going to help him get away. ETC is jumping back into the fray, and Pirate runs right along with him with the Metamorphosis, but they actually take out Illidan before he can get healed. And now, oh no, a little bit of mispositioning there means that ETC is going to go down as well, but Diablo and Uther are down too, so it's basically 2-2 down. We are on the side of Goon Squad though, and Diablo can come back in here, so it's not really out yet anyway, because he's going to be able to overpower him. They've got Made. He's going to be able to heal himself up, but he's very, very low. Goat's got to get away too, and man, this fight is so back and forth, very, very close. Team's just hanging out with Jacobs and Evan, but maybe not going to be able to secure the boss, so they're all just going to mutually decide to leave.
Again, another good fight from both sides, as it was just a constant fight going back and forth, and we saw that Rhaegar was so close to dying, but they couldn't secure that kill on Goon to get him. So the golem ends up leashing back, so it's going to be back to full health, so that's no problem at all. So it's back to just configuring out what they're going to do, and I have a feeling that Lzuruha Gaming knows this is going to be happening. It's really the only thing else besides the Giants. So are they going to come in and engage on this? That's the question, as Stage Dive is not up for another 10 seconds. So are they going to come in here or not?
They have the level 16 talents. There's the Precision Strike, but they are going to be able to pick it up. They do move in here. Here comes Stage Dive. Illidan jumped in just a little bit before, but Rhaegar is now down. Uther is just so close to being down, is going to be the next one to drop. Goat and Pirate Rum going back and forth, and Illidan will be the one to go down in that engagement, and now it's Goon Squad who is on the chase here, as Spurbeck, Evan, and Jacobs are all very low and are trying to get out of the catacombs that is Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, Lzuruha Gaming, they didn't want that golem being taken down bottom. Unfortunately, it cost them more than just trying to capture it, as they did not succeed in it. I think it was just off by a little bit there, unfortunately, and some of the members of Lzuruha Gaming do end up going down. Next tribute is up, so if there was a chance that Lzuruha Gaming would be able to get this, it'd be nice. Goon Squad would be cursed, but I don't think it's going to get at that point
Yeah, Illidan,
just yet.
Yeah, Illidan just now up. Both teams have level 16, but a little bit of an experience lead in favor of the Goon Squad here. Any interesting talents you see here as we're looking at them?
Well, just looking at level 16s, I see a couple of those MVPs we were talking about earlier. That blood for blood, that's very, very crucial in how some of these fights work. We see Illidan taking it, we see Rhaegar, we do see Val on the side of Goon Squad taking it also. Overall, though, pretty standard from what I'm seeing in picks. Northern Exposure, that's another one. And Red Team, Jaina just getting caught out like that.
Maybe not necessary Lightning Breath, but at least they made it work, dropping it on the keep, which is going to be very low. But now the rest of Lzuruha is going to engage in on here. And Hosky, once again, the Divine Shield just really, really keeping people alive and forcing the engagement to not go the way of Lzura, but they have taken out Tyrande now. They've evened up the playing field, and Goat is very low on that Vala. Pyrat can easily jump in and deal the rest of the damage they're needed. Oh, but a great overpower keeps her alive just a little bit longer. There, he secures the kill, and now all three members who are left are running away. Uther will be the last to fall, as Hosty and Teeth are going to survive.
Another fight that was very interesting. It wasn't dull or anything like that. And it works in the favor of Lzruha, as they're actually going to take this tribute. They're going to curse the enemy team, and they're going to go for their lovely boss on their side. So, 2 wins in that scenario for Lzruha Gaming. Unfortunately, this curse is not going to be doing a lot of damage. As you can see, there's no sort of minion waves. It's going to be what they can actually push by themselves here. They know Golem's going to go up top, so they're going to let it go. Do they go middle here and try and get as much as they can? That looks like that's going to be what they're going to look for here.
Yeah, they'd really like to get 2. Actually, they do pick up a Diablo kill, so that's going to help them. He was pretty far out there, and of course you always have to remember that when you are cursed, your structures will not save you. They will not attack any of the opponents, and so they're going to pick up that fort. Top fort went down too. Bottom fort's getting attacked by minions. They may be able to save it, but right now they've got to focus on getting rid of the enemies of Lzruha Gaming, and they do take out nobody actually, as Diablo is still down and Tyrande's down too, and this is going to enable Lzruha to push more. I really thought they had Illidan.
Yeah, I mean, Illidan was just going in there like bananas, just going nuts, and it was just they didn't get him. So Lzruha Gaming still had Golem up top pushing it. Look how much that top Golem actually acquired from that little engage there. And even more, Lzruha is just taking full control of the map at this point. They end up taking the Bruiser camp. That's going to be pushing middle. Now, it's not going to do a lot of damage, so it's going to drain ammo and take maybe 1 tower down to half or a little bit under that. But this is going to give the chance for Lzruha Gaming to go on their side of the map now and get stuff in order, as you can see by them taking the giant camp.
Yeah, I mean, securing all of those kills and all of their structures, even the bottom fort went down just to regular minions. That really gave Lzruha the experience gain they needed, and now they've got their storm level talents. They can be pretty free on the map to get all of the lanes pushing and even engage into this boss here, as Goon Squad still doesn't have their storm talents, and that's gonna be scary for Goon Squad if they just have to give up this boss here, Lzruha.
Yeah, they either give it up and stay with their lives, or they try and fight this and do the best they can. You see that Lunar Flare coming out. It is leashed back the Owl on Spurbeck, so they know they are coming. Stage dive going out as we speak, and we see Spurbeck is in the back line here taking a lot of damage, and he ends up going down because there's not enough heal up there. And wow, this is just not looking good for Lzruha Gaming. Lunar Flare does go out with the stuns. Maid gets taken out there, and I can't see from where everyone is, but Lightning Breath goes out and also gets Jaina. So, unfortunately, what ETC did was he was just in a bad spot, didn't have the heals where he needed them, and ended up just falling and getting terminated. So, we see Goon Squad actually picking up their own Golem here.
Yeah, that ETC got super greedy. The greed was real, hopping in basically on top of that gate, and his team had to just run up and try to catch up, and that was a lot of damage they were able to put on him and take him out pretty quickly. And luckily for Goon Squad, the location of this tribute is perfect. They're going to be able to pick this up. Lzruha doesn't have to worry. It's not going to amount into a curse, but it does put Goon Squad in a pretty favorable position. Look at all the minion pushes.
Yeah, and the only person that's up at the moment is Nova, and Nova doesn't really have that awesome wave clear. So they're at the mercy of the minions trying to kill it. Now that other members are popping up for Lzruha Gaming, they are going to be clearing these waves, but still at the same time, that was a lot of damage to that inner keep there, and even the top one's now taking some damage from the giant.
Yeah, all of these keeps exposed. This mid one's going to go down to Goon Squad actually, as it's very, very low. And that's just making a clear way to the core should they be able to get a favorable team fight or even just need to push in later. They've got that mid where the catapults are going to start pushing. Here comes Spurbeck. He wants to have another fight. Okay, Precision Strike doesn't catch everybody, but it's a great place for a Lightning Breath, actually. It's an awesome spot. And Evan has about 1 million drone or hollow decoys up here, so it's really hard to know which one is going to actually die. But Pyrock getting really close. Dayan really wants that kill, but is not willing to sacrifice her life for it. Uther's down, but will be back up soon. Yep, and there he is. ETC. What was the stage dive?
I don't know what that was about. I thought he was... I don't know. Maybe that was a misclick. I'm thinking it might have been because he was nowhere near that, and he was already low. I think maybe it was a misclick, and unfortunately that's going to be in better favor for Goon Squad as they're going to come up here and end up taking this boss on their side. Now they can try and contest it, but it's not going to work. Jay Kerps just getting caught out like that, and it's going to end up taking him down. So this push that Goon's doing can definitely turn the tide and end up winning this game if they follow up with it.
Yeah, I feel like Lzuruha just losing their nerve here maybe a little bit is going to maybe try to take out Dayan. Gets very close thanks to a really good precision strike, but not able to do so. And now there's a boss pushing in. The keep's already down. The boss doesn't even need to worry about it. Is still completely full, going in, and Made getting overpowered into oblivion there. Even the Golem helping with a good slam, and as well as the Lightning Breath will help finish off Illidan, and there it is. Game 3, we're gonna have it.
Yeah, they're gonna end up taking this. Only one member left on the side of Lzuruha Gaming, and that's gonna be Nova. So it's not gonna be enough to contest this. And Goon Squad evens up the score. We're going to Game 3, Gillyweed. Game 3!
Oof.
Oof. Oof.
We can do it.
We got this.
Believe.
We got this.
I'm gonna be sleeping in tomorrow morning. That's all I gotta say.
Yep, that is sure. I'm gonna be doing the same thing. It's my day off tomorrow. That's what I plan on doing.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, we have one game left. It's the deciding game. We've got a lot of best of threes go to 3 today. That's really cool. It's really awesome to see such equally matched teams. And we'll have to see if Lzuruha Gaming will take the victory or if it will be the Goon Squad. As, yeah, we will see you guys very soon.
See ya.